So in this class, we are going to discuss the concept of agriculture economics. What is agriculture economics? Or what is it about? Agriculture economics. What do you mean by this agriculture economics? So we will also be discussing the nature of agriculture economics also. So as you know, the agriculture economics, the title agriculture economics is made up of two words. Agriculture economics is made up of two words. One is agriculture and economics. So two words are there, agriculture, economics. So we need to define two words separately first. So what is agriculture that we are going to means define now? So as you know, agriculture is defined as the production, processing, marketing, and distribution of crops and livestock. So it is production. How is crop produced? How is livestock means maintained? So all these things will come under this the broad category of agriculture economics. Then not only production is discussed in agriculture economics, but the processing of the items. How do you process these items, or how do you make these items marketable, consumable, or how do you make the items usable by the consumers and the other industrial sector or end users? So that is also very important. Not only is production important, but you have to concentrate on the processing of the items, value addition, and these things are also very important. And now, after that, agriculture economics deals with marketing. How are these products marketed? How are they packaged? How are they priced? How are they advertised? So these things are also are also very important in agriculture economics. So agriculture economics is defined as the production, processing, marketing, and distribution. So we have to ensure that these products reach the hands of the consumers at the right time. So distribution of the products to the end users. These are also very important. So agriculture economy or agriculture is not only about production of crops and livestock, but it is also about processing of the crops, marketing of the crops, pricing of the crops, packaging of the crops, branding of the crops, then standardization of the crops, making different categories of the crops or products, then and also distributing the same product, agricultural products, to the end users. So all these things will come under the broad title of what you call agriculture. So agriculture may be defined as a production, processing, marketing, and distribution of crops and livestock, cattle wealth. That's also part of the agriculture. So that means how are they reared, how are they maintained, and how do we use such livestock, and how we make value addition of the products which we get from these livestock, the supply of the meat, supply of the milk, egg production. So each and everything, all these things will come under the study of agriculture. So agriculture is simply defined as the production, processing, marketing, and distribution of crops and livestock. And now economics, you know very well because you are students of economics. You know what is economics. Economics is the science of analyzing the use of limited resources to achieve ends. So we have a lot of ends, we have a lot of things to be realized, things to be attained, things to be met. And for that, we have only limited resources. You know that the economics is a science which deals with scarcity and choice, which deals with using limited resources to satisfy as many wants as possible. So we have unlimited desires, unlimited wants, but the resources available are very limited. So the question is how to use the limited resources to satisfy a large array of wants or demands. So our aim means we have to achieve certain ends, certain aims, certain objectives in our life, certain decisions, certain desires we have. So therefore, to materialize such desires or decisions in our life, we have only limited resources, and economics is a science of analyzing the use of limited resources to achieve that ends. It's a social science which studies how man satisfies wants through the allocation of scarce resources. So it is all about the allocation of scarce resources among different users, and the scarce resources are allocated and used efficiently. So economics always deals with such kind of proper allocation of resources among alternative users, and also it also deals with the maximum efficient utilization of the available limited resources. So economics is that science, and agriculture economics is made up of these two things: agriculture plus economics. Now, a good definition of agricultural economics goes like this, and this definition has been given by Professor Gray. And this is a very important definition. Agricultural economics may be defined as a science in which the principles and methods of economics are applied to the special conditions of agriculture industry. So we have certain principles and methods in economics. Okay, we have certain production uh, functions in economics, we have certain distribution functions in economics, and we have certain laws in economics, certain principles economics, certain profit maximization principle, we have that. And so therefore, we are using these principles and methods of economics in agriculture field. That's what is, simply speaking, agriculture economics is. So agriculture economics is all about the application of the principles and methods of economics in the field of agriculture. We are just using the methods in economics in the field of agriculture. So Gray has defined agriculture economics properly as a science in which the principles and methods of economics are applied to the special conditions of agriculture industry. So therefore, you can say that agriculture economics is an applied economics. We have some other applied economics like industrial economics, that's an applied economics. So what is industrial economics? Simply, industrial economics is also the application of principles and methods in economics in the field of industries, in the field of small scale, cottage, traditional, heavy industries. So when you apply the principles and methods of economics in the field of industries, then you are dealing with industrial economics. So here, agriculture economics is an applied economics, applied science in which we are using the principles and methods of economics. So it's a study, Hibbard defines agriculture economics as a study of relationship arising from the wealth getting and wealth using activity of man in agriculture. And agriculture, then there is another definition which goes like this: agriculture is that branch of agriculture science which treats of the manner of regulating the relations of the different elements comprising the resources of the farmer, whether it be the relations to each other or to human beings, in order to secure the greatest degree of propensity to the enterprise. So that's a very lengthy definition, but you have to just understand that agriculture economics is nothing but it is application of economics in the field of agriculture. So in short, we may define agriculture economics as an applied science which is mainly concerned with economic problems that are associated with farmers' effort to make a living. So here, the economic agents are farmers, and farmers try to make a living, or they are trying to get some income through this farming or agriculture operations. So it's always associated with the farmer's effort, farmer's job to make a living out of the agriculture activities. And here in agriculture economics, we deal with the production of agriculture commodities, marketing of agriculture commodities, processing of agriculture commodities, and financing of agriculture production. Because farmers, they need a lot of credit to start their farming operations. They need to find out a lot of credit from different sources. We have primary agriculture credit societies, cooperative banks, then we have the commercial banks, and we have some other means higher agencies, financial agencies in our country, exclusively giving credit to the agriculture sector. So therefore, we need to study about the financing of the agriculture activities also. So therefore, the major areas that come under the agriculture economics can be categorized into production areas, processing, marketing, financing. So some areas in agriculture economics deals with production, and then marketing, then processing, then financing. So agricultural economics, in short, is an applied science which is concerned with the identification, description, and classification of economic problems of agriculture. You can also define agricultural economics in this way. Agricultural economics is an applied science and it is concerned with the identification, description, and classification of economic problems. We are identifying economic problems in agriculture sector. Then we describe such problems. How do such problems occur? What are the solutions to this? And we make a classification of such problems. So it is also concerned with the identification, description, and classification of economic problems. So agriculture economics can be defined as an applied science which is concerned with the identification, description, and classification of the economic problems. Okay, then uh, so simply we just conclude here uh, saying that agriculture economics is simply defined as in the words of Professor Gray, agriculture economics may be defined as a science in which the principles and methods of economics are applied to the special conditions of agriculture industry. So in the next class, we will discuss the scope of agriculture economics. So here we have, today we discussed the concept of agriculture economics and its nature. We discussed the fact that agriculture economics deals with the production, processing, marketing, and financing. So we have discussed the nature and the concept of agricultural economics. In the next class, we will be discussing the scope of agriculture economics.